This AI doesn't just help you, it watches you. AI was supposed to be our digital assistant, a silent helper that lights up the room when we walk in, recommends the perfect playlist, and orders groceries before we realize we're out of milk. But somewhere along the way, that helper became something else. Today, AI doesn't just help you, it watches you. Every swipe, every command, every glance, and every pause is recorded, analyzed, and stored, not just to serve, but to learn. Your smart speaker, it's always listening. That doorbell camera, it knows more about your neighbors than you do. Your phone, it's building a behavioral profile that's more accurate than your own diary. In this video, we'll uncover 10 AI-powered tools that have quietly turned into personal surveillance systems. Not the ones hidden in government labs, but the ones we've willingly invited into our homes, our pockets, and even our relationships. Because in this age of AI convenience, the cost is your privacy. Smart speakers, friendly voices, unfriendly listening. At first glance, smart speakers like Amazon Echo, Google Nest, or Apple HomePod feel harmless. They set alarms, play music, answer trivia, and control lights. But behind every cheerful "okay" lies a continuous audio loop. Even though these devices are programmed to respond only after hearing their wake words, multiple investigations have shown they inadvertently capture conversations before being activated. Worse, these audio clips are often stored and reviewed by human contractors under the guise of quality assurance. That means your speaker might have saved that heated argument, private moment, or sensitive information without your knowledge. The AI doesn't just serve, it learns. Your tone, habits, schedules, preferences, and mood are all absorbed to improve accuracy, but also to feed advertising profiles and behavioral models. And the worst part? Most users never check their voice logs to see what's been captured. Doorbell cameras, protection or private surveillance network. Smart doorbells like Ring, Google Nest, Hello, and Eufy Cam have revolutionized home security. Motion-activated video, night vision, cloud storage, it's all extremely helpful, but it also turns your front porch into a surveillance zone. Ring, owned by Amazon, has partnered with police departments in the US, granting law enforcement access to footage without warrants. Many users are unaware that their footage can become part of criminal investigations or be shared with third parties. Facial recognition and motion alerts can be used to profile strangers, delivery drivers, or passersby. With AI learning from that footage, even people just walking down the street can end up in a facial recognition database. Your neighborhood watch has become a neighborhood panopticon, and you might be sharing more than you intended. Smartphones, the ultimate surveillance tool in your pocket. No device knows more about you than your phone. Every message search, location ping, app interaction, photo, and call is stored, processed, and interpreted by AI engines embedded deep in your operating system. Google, Apple, Meta, TikTok, they're all collecting and cross-referencing your behavior to create a digital version of you. Your phone tracks where you go, how long you stay, what you look at, how fast you scroll, what you search during insomnia at 2 a.m. It even knows how often you unlock it, how you hold it, and how your voice changes, depending on who you're talking to. Apps you think are off may still collect background data. Even turning off location services doesn't guarantee privacy. And every bit of that data trains the algorithms that curate your newsfeed, manipulate your spending habits, and even influence your voting behavior. Your phone isn't just a tool, it's a real-time AI-powered mirror and sometimes a master. Facial recognition. Cameras, watching you in public. Facial recognition is no longer limited to unlocking phones. It's now found in retail stores, banks, airports, stadiums, and even schools. Companies like Clearview AI, SenseTime, and Hikvision have amassed billions of facial images from social media, security cameras, and public databases, often without consent. These databases are used to identify individuals in real time and assign behavior scores based on who you are, where you go, and how you act. In China, this data is tied to a social credit system. In other countries, it's used to predict shoplifting, track protesters, or analyze foot traffic. What happens when your face becomes a permanent ID tag, visible to governments, advertisers, and AI systems without you ever saying yes? Retail AI, the store that studies you. Modern stores aren't just tracking sales, they're tracking you. Retailers like Amazon Go, Walmart, and brands using Effectiva or Standard Cognition use in-store cameras to track how long you look at a product. Analyze your facial expressions for interest or disgust. Monitor walking patterns and pause frequency. It's not just about inventory anymore. It's about psychological surveillance. Your every movement becomes data. Are you confused, stressed, ready to spend? And this data doesn't stay in the store. It feeds AI systems that determine pricing, promotions, and future layouts, targeting your behavior the next time you walk in or open an ad online. You're not just shopping, you're being studied. In-car AI, the dashboard that sees you. Modern vehicles are now rolling surveillance systems. Cameras inside Teslas, BMWs, and other smart cars monitor your eye movement, facial expressions, posture, attention span, voice commands. These features are meant to improve safety, like detecting drowsiness or distraction. But the data can also be stored, sold, or subpoenaed. Tesla, for example, has faced scrutiny for how driver footage is used and whether cabin cameras can be accessed remotely. Cars now know your preferred temperature, your driving habits, your favorite destinations, and potentially your emotional state. Soon your vehicle may adjust the music when you're angry or lock the doors when you're nervous. The line between assistant and overseer is thinning fast. Workplace AI, when your boss is a machine. Remote work didn't eliminate surveillance, it amplified it. Tools like Time Doctor, Hubstaff, and Terramind monitor everything from keystrokes to screen time. Some even record webcam footage, measure attention span, and use AI to rate productivity. Emails are scanned for tone. Zoom calls are transcribed and analyzed for participation. Employee movement within office buildings is tracked through badges and biometrics. This isn't just oversight, it's algorithmic judgment. Workers are now ranked not just by what they do, but how predictably, efficiently, and emotionally they do it. The rise of AI in the workplace signals a shift from managerial leadership to machine-led evaluation. And many employees don't even realize they're under a microscope. Smart TVs and IoT devices, listening when you don't speak your TV, fridge, light bulbs, and microwave, may know more about your habits than your friends do. Smart TVs have been caught tracking your watch history, sending data to ad networks, using microphones to listen for commands, and more. Companies like Vizio, Samsung, and others were fined for collecting data without consent. Meanwhile, smart home devices like thermostats, ovens, baby monitors, and even air purifiers often collect location, usage habits, and environmental data. Combined, they form a comprehensive model of your lifestyle: when you're home, what you eat, when you sleep, and how often you move. And with AI powering these systems, your home is learning your patterns with terrifying precision. In social media, AI, you're the content and the product you post. You scroll, you react. But behind the screen, AI is building a psychological profile of you. Every comment, like, pause, and click is logged and fed into algorithms that predict your emotions, beliefs, and future behavior. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook run AI systems that don't just recommend content, they reshape your worldview. What you see next is tailored to keep you hooked, reactive, and engaged. Even the camera can be accessed subtly, reading your facial response to content, adjusting recommendations accordingly. It's AI surveillance masquerading as entertainment. You think you're in control, but you're just dancing to a tune you didn't choose and likely didn't even hear start. The illusion of consent, opting in without knowing. Perhaps the most dangerous part of AI surveillance? You said yes when you unboxed that speaker, downloaded that app, or signed up for free service. You agreed. Terms of service are dense, privacy settings are hidden, and data policies are written to confuse. You think you're being helped, but you've actually become the source of intelligence for machines that learn by watching you. AI systems don't just know what you do, they know when you'll do it again, and how to subtly push you toward that decision. The real price of convenience is that privacy becomes optional and invisibility becomes impossible. When help becomes control, we invited AI into our lives to make things easier, and it did, but now it knows too much. And it's not just helping, it's shaping, judging, predicting, and profiling. The surveillance isn't in a dystopian lab or a hidden satellite. It's in your living room, on your wrist, in your pocket. It's not science fiction. It's already here, and it knows you better than you think. How much privacy are you willing to give up for convenience? Like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations into the technology that's not just serving us, but watching us.